Our cover story tonight is about oil. And if you're watching us from India, this may be a sore spot for you. Fuel is on fire in India, touching 100 rupees a litre in some places. The first time it has hit a three-digit number. I'm sure many of you have wondered, what's going on with oil? And where will it stop? What is the government doing about it? Tonight we'll try to answer the questions with reason, not rhetoric. Here's what's been happening. Before Sunday, oil prices were hiked every day for 12 straight days. At 100 rupees, oil in India was reportedly the costliest in South Asia. The Sensex fell by more than 1,000 points today. Oil wasn't the only reason for the falling stocks, but oil was a major reason. Investors were spooked by the soaring prices. There are reports of fuel smuggling like this one. It says a tanker carrying more than 1,000 litres of oil was held in Nepal last week. That's when prices in Nepal were around 70 rupees a litre. The irony here is this: Nepal gets its oil supplies from India. So the question is, why are Indians paying so much for oil? The short and simple answer is taxes. Our oil taxes are abominably high. The long answer is more complex. It includes global oil prices and international politics, also extreme weather. 1 year ago, oil prices had hit negative territory, less than zero. That was at the height of the pandemic. Now the demand has increased, prices have shot up again. Where will they go from here? That depends on two things. One, what oil producers decide, and two, how the market responds. And these two factors will dictate how much you pay for fuel. Let me explain. First, what's happening with the global prices? Earlier this month, the price of oil recovered. It returned to pre-pandemic levels. The lockdowns around the world had killed demand for oil. Now the world is out and about, so demand has revived. Prices have gone up. Right now, they're hovering around $60 per barrel. For perspective, oil was selling at $20 per barrel in April last year. So this is a threefold increase in prices. The Brent crude futures is the benchmark for the energy markets. You gauge how the oil market is doing with these numbers. Now, this has risen by more than 50% since October last year. And that's proof of recovery. The math is simple from here. The global prices are higher, so a country like India that imports more than 80% of its fuel needs must pay more to buy oil in the international market. What about the future? Will we have to keep paying more? The answer depends on one meeting next month. The meeting of OPEC+. OPEC is the Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries, OPEC. Plus is Russia. Together they form a cartel. They control the supply of oil into the global markets. Now OPEC Plus has a problem. Two leading exporters, Saudi Arabia and Russia, are apparently at odds with each other. One wants to increase supply, the other does not want to increase supply. Saudi Arabia does not want to increase the supply of oil in the global market. Despite prices rebounding, Riyadh is not keen to pour more oil into the market. It wants the prices to remain high. Russia is on the other side of this. It wants to increase supply. Why should you care? How does their decision affect you? If Saudi Arabia has its way, supply will be limited, but demand is increasing, so prices will go up. Simple economics. If Russia has its way, supply will increase, there'll be more oil in the market, so prices could come down. Now, reports say OPEC and its allies are withholding 7 million barrels a day from the market. That's about 7% of the global supply. If all of this is released, global prices would fall dramatically. But that is not happening at the moment. In recent weeks and months, some events have contributed to the jump in global prices. Number one is Saudi Arabia cutting production. In the month of January, Riyadh decided to make an extra cut of 1 million barrels. That led to an increase in prices. Reason number two, the winter storm in Texas. Texas is an oil state in the United States, but the big freeze has knocked out 40% of America's oil production. Production has been shut due to the icy weather for days now. Output from Texas has dropped by 1 to 4 million barrels per day. The result of the shutdown was this: oil prices rallied. They hit a 13-month high. The global markets are nowhere close to a full recovery, but an artificial shortage and the crisis in Texas have given the prices a short-term boost. This is what is happening. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.